Hey, Shalom, Shalom, Shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to say call on Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash, giving all praises and all honor to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, King of kings, God of gods, Lord of lords, and giving most love, giving honors as well to Yahweh Shai, whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. Shout out to the elect, whoever they may be among Israel. Much love to the prophets, whoever they may be among Israel. Much love to the Akim, the men that's in the word, and whether you be from a camp or not, um, you still go to the highways and byways. You still do your videos, and you show Yahweh Shem Yahushua that you love and you fear Him and all your power. Or for the ones that are sincere at heart. Shout out to the beautiful Aqua, the beautiful women that's in the word. And whether you got a man or not, you still fear the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. You listen and you learn in silence. And we continuing from another video from the truth about the archangel Satan. And we moving on to Hell on Earth, which is the title for this video. Or you can see the title right there, The Earth is Hell. But this is coming from the Bible story guy that was going off on his breakdowns in the first video that I made. And we're going to continue on with this video. And it tells you in the Bible that, let me get the proper context. Let's see. Because the Bible has stories that relate to hell not being the actual place where you burn in eternal damnation, and you are not in the sight of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, and you are thrown into a fiery pit where your soul burns continuously forever and ever, agony and torture. It's not really like that. Hell is on earth, and it's actually referred to as living condition. Let me see. Let me get it. We're going to get some of the good scripture today, because this one is a good breakdown. It debunks the hell idealism that they try to put in people's minds. Mainly the church. They say if you don't donate, you're going to go to hell. If you don't go to church, you're going to go to hell. You got to remain a virgin until you're married. If you lose your virginity before you're married, you're going to go to hell. It's a plethora of other ones. You cannot sin. If you sin, you go into hell, even though we sin every day. Have you really thinking in your mind that there is a place under the ground where all the souls go? And so far, the truth about it is that if you dig there, you will never find this hell. You will never find this at the bottom of the earth. Inside the interior of the earth, next to the earth's core, you'll find Satan frozen there, like in Dante's Inferno. So all of that is not canon in the Bible. The Bible actually speaks of hell being on earth, and we're going to get to that in a couple of scriptures. All right, and this is mainly for the Israelites, but the other nations, they really don't matter. But this is mainly for the Israelites. Well, I can take that back. This is just for the state of living, period. Even though it does not have to be this way, this is what it is. But we're gonna just mainly point at, like we always do, you Negroes, you Mexicans, and the Indians, the lost children of Israel. You always think of why you were here, why you were made, what's your purpose in life, or why you going through so much shit, why you dealing with this, why you were tormented, why you going through these challenges, especially for the men, because the men, they go through a lot, and they wonder in their mind if Yahweh actually cares. Some of them wondered if he actually exists. If there's a God, why would he put me here in this ghetto or in this hood where I gotta live and I have to suffer and I gotta go through all of this? If God loved me, he would take me out and put me somewhere else. I guess God hates me, or there is no God because I don't see no salvation. So it's a lot of these lost children of Israel that think on that lower level, and they have not either they have not encountered the truth, which is impossible by now, or they rejected the truth. But for you, you are the lower angels that Yahweh Hashem Yahushai are talking about, the angels on the earth. So it says in Jude chapter 1 verses 6 to 7, or Jude chapter 1 verse 6, it says, "And the angels which not kept their first abode, but left their own habitation, he hath reserved in everlasting chains under darkness unto the judgment of the great day." So that right there is actually for the elect, the chosen that came among Israel, that chose to come down here from heaven and live in this earth and live on this hell and suffer into the great and terrible day. So with that being said, even though all of Israel, they all angels, you do have the ones that were willing to come back to heaven, come back from heaven to earth to suffer and to live in torment in order to redeem and save us. So that go to the elect, aka the prophets, whoever they may be among Israel. Most of them are you might see them single on the highways and byways, probably in two. We don't really deal with the groups anymore. We know that the groups are Sadducees and Pharisees. They probably in it for their own gain, for money. They breakdowns are different, so you got to be careful which, if you're trying to join a camp, that's out of the question. You better off being by yourself. You'll see a lot of these prophets that know that the camps are just something else entirely. So it's definitely not them. You'll find these prophets that are sincere. They're there day after day. They always preaching a word. They're always on the highways and the byways trying to get people to come. These are the angels that left their habitation to come down here to save us. So and we all angels too that fell from our state. We fell from rulership. So right now I'm going to allow this guy to give a couple of his breakdowns, and I'm going to correct him and give you the proper breakdowns of the reality that we live in, because we've allowed our world to become hell. Yahweh Hashem Yahushua had cursed us, and for us worshiping other nations and going off. And when we was living in royalty in heaven, which is the ultimate rulership, it's being with Yahweh Hashem Yahushai and having heaven on earth, which is richness, eternal richness and rulership and dominance over the earth and the nations. We actually fell from that and ended up at the bottom of the barrel many a times, but right now we're living in a time to where we're living in that state, and that state is hell, man. This is the hell. This is the judgment. It's a living condition. It is not a place where your soul dies and goes, like Yahweh Hashem Yahushai say. We can get that before I start this video. It says in Ecclesiastes chapter 12 verse 7, it says, "Then shall the dust return to the earth as it was, and the spirit shall return unto Yahweh who gave it." So all spirits go back to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. We all go to heaven. It doesn't matter if you are Israel or the other nations or even the animals. all spirits go back to Yahweh Shem Shai who had made it. Well, that's different for the animals because they return to the ground because they already in order and they don't need judgment. So they are back in reincarnation in the story. But us, we got to go to heaven. We live in heaven for a little bit. Then Yahweh Shem Shai hands us the judgment, and then we come back to earth to live out that judgment. But you do have the elect that they can choose whether to come back or not. Certain levels of spirituality, Yahweh Shem Shai allows me to have access to this through the prophets that know these breakdowns and understand it. So I'm going to let this guy break it down too as backup and proof. Like Yahweh Shem Shai said, I will pour my spirit upon all flesh. So right now, all of the... let me get that too before I start. This is Joel chapter 2 verse 28 through 32, and then they got Acts chapter 2 and 15. But I'm gonna just read this one. It says for Joel, it says, "And it shall come to pass afterwards that I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy, your old men shall dream." So right here is a portion of them trying to get the knowledge, and then right now we got a high level of people that's coming to the Bible because they know a lot of these prophecies are becoming real. World War III, the collapse of the dollar, the angels flying around in the sky, the fourth dimension becoming to the third dimension. All of these things are happening, so people are looking for answers, and more secrets are coming out because Yahweh is revealing. He opened a book for all to see. So right now, that's exactly what's happening. But you got people that don't know the book because it's sealed, so they get in different interpretations. They be on track, and then they fall off because the book is kind of sealed to them. They're not getting everything. They're just getting the messages that they can understand. But the prophets are there, to break it down. The elect, they are there to break it down and let us know what's going on. So, a lot of people making up their own interpretations is not canon unless they read it and they got it from the prophets. You need an angel to translate the Bible for you. Otherwise, you're never going to understand it.
Haven't you? Hell is a place under the earth where flames rage and the souls of the damned suffer eternally. But what if I told you we're already here? According to ancient banned texts, secret doctrines, and even some hints within the Bible itself, Earth is not the paradise it appears to be. Instead, it's a well-disguised prison, a realm of suffering created to keep us trapped. This concept is not just some wild theory, it's an idea that's been silenced.
Now, don't read none of all of that banned stuff for those of us that get see the message. You happen to get my message. Don't read all that banned stuff, just read the Bible.
Erased and conveniently buried by mainstream doctrines. But it's right there if you dare to look closely enough. Ancient texts like the Book of Enoch, a work banned from the Bible, mind you, that describe Earth as a realm of exile, not a peaceful abode. This isn't the good creation we often think of when we hear Genesis. It's a place where, supposedly, rebellious beings fell from grace, creating a space where they'd endure their punishment. According to the Book of Enoch, rebellious angels, known as the Watchers, descended to Earth, took human wives, and taught forbidden knowledge, leading humanity into ruin. For their transgressions, they were bound to this realm. And guess what? We're here, too, sharing that same cursed space, living out lives steeped in suffering.
The Watcher's Book of Enoch is not canon. I just want him to talk about how hell is on earth and it's a state of living, not a state of not a state of burning, damnation, and torture.
An endless struggle. In fact, let's talk about the term fallen world. How often do we hear that, as if it's just some poetic metaphor? Fallen from what, exactly? And where have we fallen to? In the Gnostic texts, another set of writings banned and labeled heretical, the answer becomes even more sinister. They say Earth is actually the creation of a rogue, lower god, the Demiurge. This isn't the almighty, benevolent creator we're used to hearing about. This Demiurge is flawed, controlling, and cruel. According to the Gnostics, he crafted our physical world to trap souls in an endless cycle of pain and ignorance, away from the real divine source. Earth, in this sense, is not just an unlucky place for humans to live, it's a deliberate design, a cosmic trap, a hell in the most twisted sense, where souls are kept in the dark, oblivious to their true origins. And here's where it gets even darker. If Earth is a prison, then what does that make us? Prisoners? Souls in captivity? Look around, every joy seems fleeting, every peace disturbed, every life ending in decay and death. No one gets out unscarred. In this so-called paradise, suffering is guaranteed, built into the fabric of life itself. Hunger, disease, disaster, they all seem like features, not flaws, in this design. And yet, we're told to wait for salvation, to believe that our suffering has a higher purpose. But could that narrative be just another part of the trap? A way to keep us complacent, obedient, while our souls are drained by this world, one lifetime after another? Ancient, hidden doctrines suggest we're in a rigged game, one designed to keep us from discovering our true potential, our real spiritual home. We are so distracted by the struggles of everyday life that we forget to ask why suffering is the universal condition here. Ever wonder why paradise seems so far out of reach, despite our best efforts?
Actually, that was the whole point of rulership, because rulership is heaven on earth. It is. Or heaven mean rulership, it means heaven on earth. So it can be good for you, but well, for those of us that's the Israelites, the nations are whatever. So we can get to them too. This right here, it sucks, it's gut-wrenching, but it's true. So I'm going to read this. This is Isaiah chapter 40, verse 15. It says, "Behold, the nations are as a drop in the bucket, and as counted as the dust, as small dust of the balance. Behold, he taketh up the isles as a very little thing." So let me get that in Isaiah chapter 40 and read that whole part. Because this is why the nations and the Edomites question the way they do, because they are a part of creation, but they are part of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai's design, but let's say in a way it was his idea to create them, but he didn't create them. The angels created them, so that right there pretty much sums it up for the nations of the earth. And Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai calls them the beast of the earth, and these beasts don't have the common belief systems, or they don't have the common sense and to worship Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, to believe, and they don't even have the divinity to do so. They know different than the animals on the earth, Go to Isaiah chapter 40. It's fucked up, but it's true. This is 15. It says, "Behold, the nations are a drop of a bucket, and are counted as the small dust of the balance. Behold, he taketh up the isles as a very little thing." It says, "And Lebanon is not sufficient to burn, nor the beasts thereof sufficient for a burnt offering." Right, because they're not holy. It says, "All nations before him are as nothing, and they are counted to him less than nothing and worthless." It says, it says less than nothing and worthless and vanity. It says, to whom will then Yahweh, to whom then will ye liken Yahweh, or to what likeness will he compare unto him? Exactly. So that right there is summing up how he really feel about the nations and about the people that are not a part of the covenant in the Bible, and like he said, to whom then would you liken unto Yahweh? So that right there, in truth, is talking about only the children of Israel that are bound in the covenant, that are his children, and they were here in the beginning, and they're going to be here in the end, and they're going to be here in the earth reborn afterwards in rulership forever. So a lot of people reject the Bible because it does say that the Bible rejects them. If you are not a part of the stock of Israel, if you're not a part of the offspring, then you will be denied by Yahweh Shem Yahushai. You will be seen as nothing. He does not answer the prayers of the other nations. He don't care about what they do because they are not his people. So that makes perfect sense why he, like I told you, we do it too. We question and we wonder, aside from him being a lower God or a malevolent being, Yahweh Shem Yahushai is all omnipotent, and he controls both good and evil. He is both, so we could get that too. This is Isaiah chapter 45. It says, I form the light. Chapter 45, verse 7. It says, I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, Yahweh, do all these things. So he not some evil, careless, malevolent God. No, there is a balance to everything. Okay? And at the same time, at the end of the day, Yahweh does do what he wants. So he's going to do whatever his heart wishes. So this is something that a lot of the nations do reject the Bible because it does say that. So a lot of people are very angry at that because it denies them salvation. And plus, all the sins and atrocities that these nations have been doing up until now will be accounted for in time of judgment. So in time of judgment is coming. So a lot of them are scared. And like they said, the nations shall cling unto Israel. So hang on, let me get that too. And then we can get back to my point. It says Isaiah chapter 14, verse 1 through 9, King James Version. It says, for Yahweh will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel. He's going to choose him. He's going to choose his children. Jacob, he's going to remember the old covenant, and we in the new covenant, and he's going to remember Jacob, which is us, the Negroes, Mexicans, and Indians, the children of Israel, and he will choose them over the world. It says, and set them in their own land, and the strangers shall be joined unto them. And this is chapter 14. So we're going to go backwards. We can read some of that in Isaiah because it got some good points. Isaiah chapter 14, verse 1 through 9. It says, for Yahweh will have mercy on Jacob, and yet choose Israel, and set them in their own land, and strangers shall be joined with them. And they shall cleave to the house of Jacob, and the people shall take them, and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them, and the land of Yahweh up for servants and handmaids, and they shall take them captives whose captives they were, and they will rule over their oppressors. So when this is all said and done and the end times is fulfilled, and Israel and Yahweh Bashem Yahushai send Yahweh Shai and his angels and 144,000 to reclaim the earth that was destroyed by the Edomites and the rest of the nations after the nuclear fallout. When they collect them, they're going to bring them back. They're going to bring all the slaves. They're all going into slavery, and bring them back to Israel to worship and to be commanded to clean and rebuild the earth after it's destroyed. Like they said, the only place that's not going to be rebuilt is fucking America. That's the only place that's not going to be rebuilt. Everything else will be rebuilt in the fashion of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and it will glorify him and Yahweh Shai, and they will worship, all the nations will worship the Israelites as being the lower gods on the earth and in control over all nations, over the whole earth. And guess what's going to happen? They're going to go broke, they're going to lose rulership, and they will be completely overpowered. They will. No, it won't be no more war, no more weaponry, no more destruction. But they're going to go broke. They're going to end up where we at, poor, broke, in torment, and in a lower state forever. So we get to that. It says, and it shall come to pass in that day, and we are in that day. It says that Yahweh shall give thee rest from thy sorrow, meaning that we are coming out of our torment. Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is the one that put us into this prison, and he has the keys to set us free. So we are set free, you know. And Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is about to bring us back from our captivity back to rulership. And that's what's happening now with the fall of the dollar and all that. So we're going to leave this hellish condition and go back to heaven where we belong. And we will be there forever. So it says, and from thy fear and from the hard bondage wherein thou was made to serve. We were born in slavery. We were born in bondage because of the sins that we committed and all the things that we've done in the eyes of Yahweh that was immoral. Fornication, witchcraft, adultery, all of these things with these fake gods and these demons, and we worship people. We were whores in the eyes of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. So he had to punish us. So if you want to know why you see the Israelite that's some psychotic bum on the corner, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai put him there. You want to know why this woman got 3 jobs and no man, and she got 3 children? That's because the Lord put her in that suffering. You want to understand why this Israelite is being tormented in jail through sodomy and through death and through drug addiction and through just mental torture. That's because Yahweh Hashem Yahushai put them there. You know, understand why this man is in torture of holding on to his kids rebelling against him. He's fighting against his kids, even himself, and he's even fighting against his wife, and yet somehow he's trying to keep it all together. You want to know why a child is born with heart condition, you know, as soon as it's born? Because Yahweh Hashem Yahushai put them there, and it's because we have all done something in our past lives to end up where we are today. You want to know why a man is born blind? You know, because Yahweh Hashem Yahushai put them there. You know, we've done things in our past life to be judged in this life. So however you were in your past life, in this life you will be, and you will serve out your judgment. If you didn't make no changes and change in your past life, you're going to serve out your judgment in this life. So it says that thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon, which is we are here in America today, and say, how have the oppressor ceased, the golden city ceased. So we in the time where Babylon, aka spiritually Sodom and Gomorrah, which is America, is at its collapse. It's about to stop. Everything that the Edomites built is crumbling. They are losing traction, and our hell is about to be over. We about to be set free. Earth is hell. And I'm gonna get to that point after I'm done with this. It says, the Lord hath broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers. It says, he who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke, he hath ruled the nations in anger. It says, and persecuted, and none hindereth. That's true. It says, the whole earth is at rest and quiet, and they break forth into singing. Yeah, the fir trees rejoice, and the cedars of Lebanon, saying, since thou art laid down, no feller has come up against us, which is the Israelites. This is our main enemy, and when he falls, there are no more enemies. So it says, hell from beneath are moved, or hell beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming. It says, it's stirring up the dead, stirreth up the dead for thee, even all the chief ones of the earth, and it has raised up for their thrones all the kings of the nations. All they shall speak and say to thee, art thou also become weak as we? Art thou unlike unto like us? The prompt is brought down to the grave, which is poor. It says, and the noise of thy vows. It says, the worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee. How art thou fall from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, where didst weaken the nations? For thou hast said in my heart, I will ascend to heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of Yahweh. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north, which we are in the north, which is America. It says, I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. It says, yet you shall be brought down to hell. You're going to go broke. You're going to be out of rulership. You're going to be a bum. You was once a king, and you ruled the nations with an iron fist, and you ruled the world for a time. And then when you fell, you became a bum. So it says, yet you shall be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. Yep. And the pit ain't no joke, because you can never come out of it unless Yahweh allows you to. That's why when it comes to the Israelites and they hellish living condition, they could never rebel. They can never come out of this through just stacking up money and stacking up riches, because we can never come together, because the ideals that were created to divide us. We can never successfully get the enemy to give us royalty, to give us our reparations, to give us more power, because Yahweh Shem Shai threw us into this hellish pit, which is this living condition. We're not allowed to ascend out of the pit. We're not allowed to prosper. We're not allowed to do better. We're not allowed to come out of this poor state, because the Lord put us there. But like I said, we're about to come out of it, because Yahweh is allowing us to rise out of it. So it says that they see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man that the earth made the earth tremble, that did shake kingdoms? Yeah, with the sanctions, with war, threats, with the money. They shaking kingdoms. Babylon is disturbing these kingdoms. They cannot live, and they cannot thrive, because Babylon is in the way. So what benefited them actually is preventing them from being better. So it says, is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did of shake kingdoms, that made the world as a wilderness, and destroyed the cities of thereof, that opened not the house of his prisoners? Because the Israelites, the main bulk of the Israelites, they spread it around the world, but the main bulk of us are in America. So it says, all the kings of the nation, even all of them, lie in glory, everyone in his own house. But thou art cast out of thy grave like an abominable branch, and as a raiment of those that are slain, through with the sword, that go down into the stones of the pit, as a carcass trodden underfoot. Thou shalt not be joined with them in burial, because thou hast destroyed thy land and slain thy people. The seed of the evildoers shall never be renowned, because you got the sons of God, you got the sons of men, and then the sons of wicked. The sons of the wicked. Sons of the wicked are the Edomites, and then you got the sons of men, which are the nations, and then you got the sons of Yahweh Shem Shai, which are the Israelites. So it says, people shall slaughter, prepare for slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise, nor possess, nor fill the land or the world with cities. For I will rise up against them, says Yahweh of hosts, and cut off from Babylon the name and the remembrance of the son and nephew, saith Yahweh. So right there, I'm going to stop right there because I know I've gone too far, but it does tell you about how the oppressor is going to live in our living conditions and suffer the way we suffer. So we can get some of a lot of these living conditions right now, which is homelessness. This is a good one too. Because at this moment he ain't really talking about nothing, so I can just go on with my own breakdown. Wait. Oh, fuck. No. No. Oh my goodness. This thing is just going balls crazy. Hold on, let me go to it right now. Oh yeah, these are some good examples.
Homeless by giving them housing or building more homeless shelters or something? You want to throw them in jail?
That homeless individuals don't want any help, they just want to remain homeless.
I'm gonna have to sleep in this packed ass fucking car. Somebody help me, I'm homeless. What are we gonna do?
This is my last time in my house. My parents' house, at least. And I guess I'm officially homeless now.
They look like tired travelers waiting for a flight, but take a closer look. These people are actually homeless.
Do you see yourself doing this the rest of your life?
I'm 68 now.
Homelessness sucks, plain and simple. Today we're diving deep into the lives of people who've fallen on hard times and are now living on the streets. And yeah, one more thing. Subscribe, because my subscriber conversion is lower than inflation. So subscribe to beat the inflation.
Being homeless in America is now a crime, and instead of them trying to help the homeless by giving them housing or building more homeless shelters or something, you want to throw them in jail? Most of the people out here on the street, it's not their fault that they're homeless, and you want to throw them in jail because of life? Life happens sometimes. So why not sit here and help these people instead of locking them up like criminals? Y'all can send all this money across the world, but you can't help your own people? It doesn't make any sense to me. If I had all the money in the world, I'll help out. But we got people with billions and millions of dollars, and they're doing nothing. And that just says a lot about this world, this country, and everything. It's pitiful.
They look like tired travelers waiting for a flight, but take a closer look. These people are actually homeless.
Well, since right now I'm completely broke, so I'm not going anywhere, just hiding different parts of the airport.
Rebecca has lived here with her adult son and cat for almost a year. She says the airport is safer than the streets and overcrowded shelters.
I left Phoenix with $15,000. It goes quick.
The job and apartment she had lined up both fell through. Then she lost $3,500 in a rental scam. Broke, she landed at the airport, homeless. She uses the Wi-Fi at the airport to apply for jobs. She did get a job, ironically, here at the airport, doing what she did in Phoenix, pushing passengers in wheelchairs, but was fired a week later. She believes the company found out she was homeless. Since January, she has been living at a long-term hotel where she can now cook, shower, and finally sleep in a bed.
This is my first day of homelessness, y'all. I just want to tell everybody, man, if you got any problems, man, put that shit in God's hands, man, because it's going to get better. But you got to have faith, and you got to believe your situation going to get better. You know, I did 4 years, and I got out, and I fucked up. It's been hard, you know what I'm saying? But the best thing I've been doing, man, is praying, man. You know, just me knowing that God is on my side. Even though I'm out here walking homeless, nowhere to go. No support, no mom, no father. Not a lot of family. In a whole different state. And it's been rough, man. And, but God, He been getting me through it, man. I see the little things playing out. And all I can say, man, is just keep God. Put God first, period. Put God first.
No, I don't want to.
Look, and even Jacob knows that even Jacob knows to call on Yahweh Shem Shai, but he don't know his name. But hopefully the brother do come across it. But even he is aware, that Yahweh Shem Shai is in control. But as you can see, that it's a living condition. Hell is a living condition. It is. It can be very terrible. It can burn. Like, it don't have to be fire that burns you. You have to deal with different kinds of things: being broke, homeless, starvation, drug addictions. It's sad. It can get real dark. So let me see if I can find it. There we go.
And we just got out of a pandemic, COVID. And we got an epidemic. Fentanyl. Fentanyl is taking over American families. Look at these zombies right here. The government needs to step in. Please step in. As you can see, we just got out of a...
No, not there.
That's that new shit that came out that keeps you high for a very long time.
It's called Trang, animal
You too much of it and take your breath, you air, you seen one guy down, thought he was dead.
Right. Also known as xylazine, is an animal
That keeps you high for a very long time.
called Trang, animal tranquilizer. They're putting into drugs now.
If you do too much of it and take your breath, your air, you seen one guy down, thought he was dead.
Right. Also known as xylazine, is an animal tranquilizer proven deadly for people, and it's making its way across American cities.
Coming more east than it is anywhere else. Worst epidemic that I've seen, heroin epidemic. That was even worse. We had females selling their daughters, people selling their bodies. Now I'm seeing people doing all kinds of crazy movement. Not no drugs causing that. That's just a person that got a mental problem. Can't blame that on no drugs. I think it's a harder drug than crack.
They're calling it a zombie drug and a silent killer.
Walking around with no shirt on in the middle of winter time.
Drugs are getting crazier.
They make you go real crazy, real fast. 37 million on these streets for almost 30 years. Some people that's homeless go around starting stuff with people. Some robbing, that's some that panhandle, some that abuse drugs. You go to the neighborhoods, our neighborhoods, the ghettos, that's where you see stuff like that.
Good luck, man. Thank you.
See? And let me repeat this one
As you
again.
can see, we just got out of a pandemic, COVID. Now we got an epidemic. Fentanyl. Fentanyl is taking over American families. Look at these zombies right here. The government needs to step in. Please step in. As you can see, we just...
And as you can see, it's a living condition. It's not a place where you burn in the ground. So let me get something.
people online have been asking me, what do blind people see? What? People have asked me this my entire life. They always want to know, what do you see? What? Like, you must see something. You have to see something. No, I don't see anything. That's a 5-hour conversation. Sighted people often talk about seeing, like, well, then you must see black. Well, no, because you have to see to know what black is, right? So, therefore, I can't see black. It's just nothing. I don't have a color with it. When you guys can't see anything, that's what you see. But for me, it's not like that. All I see is light or dark. That's it. I mean, the presence or the absence of light in a room or in a space. That's all I can distinguish. That's it. There are no shapes. There are no shadows. But if there were shapes and stuff, it'd be great. My shins and knees would be so grateful. Holy mackerel. It'd be awesome. So if I walk into a room during the day, I can sort of tell, like if the sun's coming through. Like walking through the lobby at work, I can really get a sense of the sun because I can pick it up, and it's pouring through this window, in the front of the building. It's great. And you know what? Perhaps I can feel the heat from it a little bit too. That's nuts. I don't. But it's just I can see this light. Just that there's a light source, I think is the best way to put it. It's like a sound in a room almost, right? If there's like a whir or something in a room, you can find that sound. So if there's a light source, like the sun coming through that window, I can tell. You guys can see all the differences in the different types of light, but I can just tell that there is light. It's not soft or hard or white or blue or whatever. It's a really hard thing to get your head around. See, that would be like me trying to get my head around seeing.
And as you can see, not only that, but you can be cursed with extreme curses, like the ones that you've seen, like drug addiction. This one is blindness. You could be born handicapped. It's all sorts of things. So it says, let's go. All right, and I'm going to read this and then I'm going to close out because I was plenty enough to get the point across. We're in St. Mark chapter 10, and I'm going to start from 40 and down. And it says, "But sit on my right hand and on my left hand is not mine to give." It says, "But it shall be given to them for whom it is prepared." And when the 10 heard it, they began to be much displeased with James and John. But Yahushua called unto them and said unto them, "Ye know that they which are accounted to rule over the Gentiles exercise lordship over them, and their great ones exercise authority upon them. But so it shall not be among you. But whoever will be great among you shall be your minister." It says, "And whoever of you will be the chiefest shall be the servant of all." So it says, "For even the Son of Man came not to be ministered unto, but to minister and give his life for many," which is the children of Israel. And they came to Jericho, and as they went out of Jericho with his disciples and a great number of people, blind Bartimaeus, the son of Timaeus, sat on the highway begging. And when he heard that it was Yahushua of Nazareth, he began to cry out and say, "Yahushua, thou son of David, have mercy on me." It says, "And many charged him that he should hold his peace, but he cried the more a great deal, thou son of David, have mercy on me. And Yahushua stood still and commanded him to be called. It says, and they called the blind man, saying unto him, Be of good comfort, and arise, he calleth thee. And he cast away his garment, rose, and came to Yahushua. And Yahushua answered and said unto him, What wilt that thou I should do unto thee? No, what wilt thou that I should do unto thee? The blind man said unto him, Yahweh, that Lord, that I might receive my sight. And Yahushua said unto him, Go thy way, thy faith has made thee whole. And immediately he received his sight, and Yahushua and followed Yahushua in the way. Wait, let me get I'm trying to look for, that one is a good interpretation because he was going through hell without his sight. So it's the same as this man that I showed you. And these are curses that are meant to be healed. Well, this is for the children of Israel. I don't know about that man right there. I was just using him as an example. But let me get one more, if I can get one more. Isaiah. This is John chapter 9, 1 through 5. John. It's supposed to be the first book of John. Yeah, first book of John. Wait. 707. Chapter 9. I'm confused. You finished chapter 9. Wait, this is right here. This one right here is deep. It says, John chapter 9, verse 1 through 5. It says, And his disciples asked him, saying, Master, who did sin, this man or his parents, that he was born blind? Yahushua answered, Neither hath this man sinned, nor his parents sinned, but that the works of Yahweh should be made manifest in him. So I'm trying to find the beginning part. It says, John chapter 9, 1 through 5, the Message. It says, walking down the street, Yahushua saw a blind man from birth with his disciples, asked, Rabbi, who sinned, this man or his parents, causing him to be born blind. Yahushua said, you are asking the wrong question. You are looking for someone to blame. There is no such cause effect here. Look instead for what Yahweh can do. We need to be energetically at work for the one who sent me here, while working while the sun shines. When the night falls, the workday is over. For as long as I am in the world, there is plenty of light. I am the light, the world's light. And that is true. In the world he referring to as the children of Israel, but they asked him that question: did he sin or did his parents sin? Because sometimes Yahweh Shem Yahushai, you do things in your past life to make you receive your judgments in this life, and sometimes it can be crucial, for the judgments that you do. So some people can end up lame, for what they do. They might have been a terrible thief or some sort of bandit and cut off the arms or the legs of the innocent, or sometimes you done seen something that you wasn't supposed to see. He'll take your eyes away, or he'll make you mute, and not be able to speak at all because of something wrong that you've said in your past life. And it could be hell for you, and earth is hell where you take on your sentence. And that's exactly what happened to us, the children of Israel, and that's exactly what's happening now. But we are coming out of that. We are coming out of the hell and on our way back to heaven, which is the rulership. So I just wanted to break it down to the best of my abilities. My time is up, and this is for the hell on earth. Tried to get more of a proper breakdown, but the guy was going off, so I had to put together my own little video. Get what you can out of it. Call on Yahweh Shem Yahushai, name Yahushai. Much love. Shalom.